high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go at Mile High. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way, and he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
This is Ingram looking the left side and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. There's the fake. Here's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Begins his return at the 16. He dodged the tackle, and he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a 3rd MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Baltimore.
I can't believe I paid for this. Seriously, why can't we score?
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the pistol, Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Jackson off the play action. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Luke knocks it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up fourth and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Lamar now from the gun. Complete, Derrick Henry. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Turning to Henry on third. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going to try to throw for it. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
13 yards. And the Raven first down.
We've set it down from 37. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. In on the tackles, Jonathan Cooper.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Henry on second. He has room past the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Changing it up here, Jackson. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 9-point advantage. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
10, Broncos nothing.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Nick's quick out wide, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ravens get him, down he goes. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. To throw. Here's Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. No throw, 3rd and long. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Nix with it on 1st. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Once more, it's Nix. Lawrence had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll throw again. Nix. Shovel pass complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
A loss of
Feet and
yard.
eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll air it out on third. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First down now, ball at the 33. He's got it on the bootleg. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 48.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They run the counter with Dobbins. Jukes away from one. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Hill now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar out of the pistol. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Another run for Henry. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Pistol snap to Jackson. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through. It's for a touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete out to the right. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. Nix from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Mims with the grab. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Nix to throw again. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Escapes the pocket. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
39-yard attempt.
The The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 10, DeAndre Hopkins.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throws this one deep left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Sheen Ali on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Slot man motioned over. They go play fake with Jackson. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to get it with the option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You can do better than that.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And that's good for a gain of 5. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Flying down the middle of Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, he's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry. Pushing for the end zone. He lost the football. It's not loose. And the fumble recovery is made. Gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going weirdly, losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants. All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Here's Lamar on the sneak. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Brock. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard, get that surge, get that push. We've been so used to seeing it. That's a real tip of the cap to the defense to get that stop.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next down. That was a valuable little run right there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you can give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
That penalty accepted. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Blitz coming here. Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Makes a tackle, he's still going. And he gets him around 6 there. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 43-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Running once more with Henry. It looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
A draw now. This is Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Henry. And the struggles continue as he's bottled up behind the line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First down throw for Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They run. Here's Henry. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. He's got a lead up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. First and 10 from the 32. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And second down only works out for a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Nix off the play action. Finds Troutman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Broncos first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So read here, this is Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Nix quick out wide, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Cortland Sutton. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos jump in front now by 5.
Broncos 20, Ravens 15.
front, set to kick this away. He'll now to return it. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got it over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Jackson keeping it himself. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep him from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep him from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
He's back to throw. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, Henry ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Now to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. This one set up for Lamar. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have taken the lead late. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
Point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
Makes the score Ravens 23, Broncos 20.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. We're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This is our last chance. Make them walk forward. Come on, boys. Here we go.
We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is Ingram working the left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Third down, they need 7. To throw. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got 1 hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one finds his man, Ingram. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout.
First down.
And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
36-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Next to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Throwing now. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us. D,
it
all
is-
of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.